Hey everybody, it's Terina with Create with Tree, that's me. And today I am live over on the DIY Arts and Crafts Room. We are in a 2-day event called um, get a jump start, get a jump on your holiday. And it's a 2-day event. It starts right now, and then we go through tomorrow around 12:45, 1 o'clock, and that's all Pacific time. I'm so excited for today because we're all doing today and tomorrow. We're all doing some holiday, more Christmas related, winter related projects today for you guys. I'm excited to be here. If you're joining me, just make sure you put hello in the comments and where you're from or whatever you want to say. The more the merrier. We're so happy to have you here. Hi, Joe. And then also, if you feel like sprinkling, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. After me today is our sweet friend Elsa from Elsa's Chalky Crafts and Art. She's super talented. This is her first event with us, and so we're excited to have her with us in this fun event. So, hi, Mary, how are you? Thanks so much for being here. So today I'm going to do part two of the nativity that I started last week. We just got home from Arizona. Our son had a baby, and we were helping for a couple weeks. And so last week I had done the etching part of the nativity, and I did it, and then I just kind of stuck it in the frame, and then we're going to finish it today. So I'm super excited to show you guys. All of this. Hopefully somebody sprinkled me in the DIY Arts and Crafts room. Also, if you want to see all the other creators, I know I'm also live over on YouTube, but over on Facebook in our DIY Arts and Crafts room, all of the creators will be available to watch on replay if you want to go catch that. Also, if you have any questions, you can always put info in the comments to get any info on any of the projects that people will be presenting today. So we're so glad for you guys to be here. I'm going to switch you guys around so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see, there I am. Hello. Let's go here. All right. So as I told you guys, this is what I had done before. It's a frame that I found. And this is the transfer design. I actually used Armor Etch to etch the design in the glass. Let's see, pull this out. I just kind of put everything back in because we were traveling, and so I wanted to just kind of stick everything back in so it would be nice and safe. But you guys can kind of see, I hope you guys can see the etching, and this is going to be my outline for how I'm going to paint. And oh gosh, I've got that glare of the camera. So hopefully once I start, I'll start like right here so we could get that glare out of the way. But I'm going to use these lines to just kind of paint. And I want to start with like one color and then kind of work my way into other colors. So I've got saffron and gold, and I've got like this pumpkiny yellow color, pumpkiny orange yellow color. I've got like a pinky peach color. I've got a red and like a moss green, and then I've got this colonial blue. So these are the colors that I chose. I do have just a little thing of water that I'm going to be using, and we're going to kind of be painting, water painting, coloring with these chalk pastes. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad. Hi, Amy. Thank you so much. Hi, Nikki. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I do have just like a little rag to kind of help me when I am painting. Okay. So I'm going to just put a little bit of water on my, hi, Miss Michelle. How are you doing? And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the gold. And like I said, I'm just going to kind of fill in. I'm going to try to color within the lines. Maybe. And then the thing that I like about this is if I don't like it, I can always go back and I can erase it, change it however I want. And let me just turn this over so you guys can kind of see it. So this is the back side, and then this is the front side. And then it'll dry. I don't know, can you guys even see that? It'll dry. Let me see. A little white behind it. There you go. That's a little better. It'll dry, and then I'll put like a light behind it. We're also going to color in these lines, and we're going to use Rub and Buff. It'll be black lines. So it'll really like highlight and accentuate it. Hi, Marisa. How are you? Thanks so much for everybody being here today. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to just use a little bit. Now I'm going to grab some of this saffron to kind of come in and fill in a little bit, kind of outside here. This is going to be one of those days where there's not a lot of talking. Because I'm going to be so enthralled with what I'm doing. I kind of want to make it look, very much like the star is real sparkling, like really shining. Get a little more here. I really want to blend that gold and that saffron yellow. I know we're doing some Christmas decor, but for me, where I do a lot of shows, it's nice to be able to get some of these projects done because we started shows already for the holidays. So you can come back and do, thanks, Amy. I appreciate it. You can come back in and just kind of use the same color, and you can just kind of hit and miss wherever you want. And there's really, you can make a pattern. You don't have to. It's like, let's see. And I'm trying to even see my outline. You can choose whatever colors you want to. You don't even have to use the colors that I've chosen. If you have like a specific look that you're going for. Let me turn this over so you guys can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like again. See how filling that in, it really starts to pick up. And like I said, the outline is going to be black because this is already etched into the glass. It'll really make it pop and stand out. So let me add another color in here real fast so you can kind of get a look. Let's see. Let's do a green. This might take longer. I'm just saying it might take longer than the 45 minutes that we've got. But what I'll do is get as much done as I can. I might stand up real fast just so I can see better. But what I'll do is I'll get as much done as I possibly can. And then I'll do the front side so that you guys can see what that's going to look like. Oh, that's awesome, Joe. I can't wait to see your craft room. Now, with this project, I was looking at we have this cutout of the Nativity of the Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. And so I know I've etched it on here. And so I actually might go over the outside with like a gold, because I'm going to do that around like the antique gold on the outside with the star. I'm going to do that gold. And I thought, just kind of like I did the other day with the etching, I might do this in gold so you can see the gold on the back side of the actual cutout, and then put that cutout on top. It does make it very dimensional. And if you guys don't know this about me, I collect, I love collecting nativities. I have quite a few. So this will be a great addition to my nativity sets. And you know, you can use any frame that you've got. As long, you know, if you wanted to do the etching, you can, and get that watercolor look or the stained glass look, I guess. And while it's, you know, still wet, you can absolutely go back and clean those lines up a little bit. It is very forgiving to do this on the backside of glass, because when you put that rub and buff on the front side, now if you didn't even want to etch, you could just do this on the backside, or on the front side. You could actually just do paste. But I just love the look of the etching. Let's check it again. I like to see where I'm going with this. Isn't that beautiful? You guys see it? I hope you can even see that. So let's add some more color in here. Sorry, I've got a little bit of allergies going on. Our weather keeps going back and forth here. And so, California, gotta love it. Well, I guess you don't have to love it, but that's where I live, so I gotta love it. And so I'm just going to use, I like this colonial blue color. It's not too dark and it's not too light. Hi, Miss Penny. How are you? I have to remember to talk. You guys, I get so mesmerized when I'm painting. I could see why my mom liked painting. It can be very therapeutic and relaxing. I'm not a painter per se. It is pretty relaxing. It's relaxing me doing it. So I actually will, sometimes if I can't sleep, I know some people will read and I do that, but if that doesn't work, then I will actually find like old videos of Bob Ross and listen to him and his happy trees. Or I'll watch somebody paint and I'm out in a minute. I love the stained glass look. It's really beautiful. And I do like that, you know, when you paint on glass, it is pretty forgiving. And then if you want like different shades of the colors that you're using, you can water it down a little bit and come back with that same color and it'll just be lighter. When I was growing up, the church that I went to had this beautiful stained glass, and I always loved, like when the light would hit it, it was so beautiful. And again, you can choose whatever colors you want. You don't have to use the colors that I'm using. Come back, let's flip that over. It's starting to look really pretty. Hope you guys are having a good day. Can you use the chalk paste to paint on corkboard? Yeah, you sure can. Thanks, Nikki, for answering that. Yeah, you really can. Hi, Miss Sue. How are you, friend? I am doing fantastic. It is Friday. Gotta love some Friday. That means the babies are coming over tomorrow. I get to see my grandkids tomorrow. It's always a good day when you get your grandkids to come over. Oh, and I don't know if you can hear it, but Dee Dee is snoring because, you know, she has to make her presence known. And she just looked at me. She's like, I know you're talking about me, Mother. Yes, I am. Oh, so pretty. So, you guys have any plans for this weekend? If you are around and want something to watch, we are going to be all of our crafters, starting with me today, going until I think 8:30 tonight. All the crafters will be over on DIY Arts and Crafts Room, and then all Christmas or winter holidays um, projects today and tomorrow, and then there's a break so we can go to sleep. And then we're gonna pick up tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. So lots of fun, creative people that will be on. So if you are around, make sure that you guys check it out. And you can always just refresh if you're over on DIY Arts and Crafts Room. You can always just refresh. I love Dee Dee too. She's just looking at me like, what? Why? I was sleeping, Mother. Why are you looking at me? Let's get some more blue over here. trying to make it so it's, you know, kind of got the colors everywhere. Okay, let me just rinse that off. All right, let's add a couple different colors. Let's see, I've got this like pinky orange. It's called Sunset Drive. It's an older color, but there's other colors. And again, if you have different colors that you like to use, be my guest and use those. I picked some colors that I just thought would look good in stained glass. I wonder what stained glass artists think of when they're putting different colors together. I'm sure it's like an art form, just like anything else, right? Yeah, it's just practice. It's so awesome. Yay, that's so exciting, Sue. I'm so excited for you. It's funny. It's one of the first things I really like was attracted to the fact that you can etch with our transfers. I thought it was incredible. I had done a couple projects on Home Talk, and um, I did some ornaments. I just thought they are really beautiful, and I just thought, oh, this is so easy. I know Miss Elsa she's right after me. She had just done a live on doing some etching. And I thought it was absolutely, she had some of the most amazing bottles that she'd found at thrift stores in her area. She's from the Kansas City area. I'm sure she's going to introduce herself, but she's amazing. She's very artistic, and she did a beautiful project with etching on different surfaces. I think you guys will like it, what she's going to come up with, but she's just very, very talented. Let's see. Yeah, you can't, I mean, honestly, with the etching cream, if you feel like you got it in the wrong location, you just wipe it off. Kind of like with chalk paste, right? I don't know. I'm seriously, you guys, she's totally like snoring. She's a funny dog. And I don't even think that it really matters if you like go in one direction or whatever. I'm just kind of willy-nillying it. I've done some projects that look like stained glass in the past. And I just did this very same thing. Hi, Karen. Oh yeah, that angel was just, you guys, that angel is so fantastic. And the reason I did the layered with the etching is because I felt like it really like shone through the back. It just was really beautiful. This is that pumpkin-y, so it's a little more orangey than that yellow right there. And I'm just using the lid. I do have like a clean and a dirty water container, and it's all distilled filtered water. a little too wet right there. So I wanted it a little bit more orange or yellow, darker yellow than that goldy yellow that I used before. And like I said, after me is Elsa, and then we've got several crafters. I will be on a little later today. We had somebody that couldn't be on, and so I'm going to fill in for her. But I've got another couple projects that I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll be able to get another project or two in this afternoon or later today. It's going to be a lot of fun event. It's a lot of fun projects in the event. All I can hear is her snoring, you guys. That's it. And see, as you don't have to fill in all the spaces if you don't want to. You can just kind of do a hit and miss. I do want this to be more orangey, so I need it to be a little thicker because it starts to look almost similar to the other color that we were using. Looks good. Yeah, you can do that. That's distilled water. That's basically boiling the minerals. It's really the minerals that can cause mold because chalk paste is a natural product. There's and so if there's like minerals that cause mold, it could essentially cause mold in your chalk paste, and you don't want to. That's just what you're trying to avoid. And distilled water is essentially just boiled water. Or water that's been heated up to get rid of the minerals and bad stuff. Sorry, I try to. I'm like concentrating so much. I'm not even talking, you guys. I apologize. I'm getting so lost in my project. Trying to think what else I can tell you. Let's see. So if you're in California, that's where I'm at. We're going to be at the Scrapbook Expo in California in a few weeks. I'm excited about that. Also, if you guys get a message from my bot, it's wigging out. All of my technology is wigging out. I have no idea anymore, you guys. Facebook was sending messages to people and they were getting mad at me. And I'm like, okay, I can't stop it. I don't know why it's doing that. And you don't have to fill in every single piece of the stained glass if you don't want to. I probably will not. But you see how it just starts to come to life the more you go. And you can come back with the, fill in colors as you get through all this stuff. And if you miss like some spots with, maybe I didn't get enough green down here or something. It's so pretty. I think I need to fill, I think I'm missing a color in this area, probably that yellow. Like I said, California, my allergies, the weather changes, my allergies get bad. I don't know why. I have no clue. You'd think when it gets colder that your allergies would get better. No, not so. Oh, there's that right there. Sorry, now I'm gonna sit and talk to my project. I think I need some more gold here. All right, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to do the rub and buff on it. Oh my gosh, Sue, that's gold. No, thank you. That's probably too cold for my liking. I'm just kind of putting that down so it'll hold the glass. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this off. Let's see, we've got about 15 more minutes. This one is, it's a little time intensive just because of the different like pieces to it. That's so true, Penny. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Wow, look at that. That's so. I actually think I want to put some more of that gold in there. So when we finish doing the top part, I think that's what I'll do is I'll go back and put a little bit more gold. But I love that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the gold, and I'm going to use the antique gold that we used the other day. I'm just using a rag, and I kind of have, I've been using this rag. When it gets done, I just throw it away. But I'm just going to use, this is the gold, the antique gold rub and buff. You just kind of put a little bit on, kind of smush it. And like I said, I think I'm going to go over this area with the gold of the Holy Family. And you just kind of rub. And what happens is the wax, Rub and Buff is essentially a wax base, and it'll live in the etched areas. So I'm trying to be very specific on where I put the gold. And then I want to do the same thing. Look at this star just come to life, you guys. Look at that. It just like pops. Do you see that? So cool. And then what you want to do is just take a clean part of that rag, and then you're going to buff so that the Rub and Buff is not in the areas you don't want it. You want it to be like more clean lines. You can go back afterwards and even with like a Q-tip if you need to clean up a little bit. You are going to get a little bit of a workout. And remember, this area will probably, if I decide to, I will probably use that cutout piece over this. I just really wanted that gold on here to kind of give it a glow underneath. So the other parts of this, I do have some black Rub and Buff. And so what I want to do is same thing. I'm just going to put it on my rag. Maybe. And I'm going to just start doing the same thing. Just rub. And then just go back and kind of buff it so you don't have it in the spaces that you don't want it. Isn't that cool how it just all of a sudden really pops? I love that. I don't know why it's not. I don't know what is going on. Hold on for just a second. Let me see if I can pop this open. Had a little bit of a clog in there. There we go, that's better. Now with the black, I try to do just a little area at a time because it is quite dark. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back and I'll really buff that off. You don't want to buff it so hard that the color comes up. Isn't that neat how it just really all of a sudden comes to life? Let me see if I put a piece of white under here if you can see it better. Oh yeah, that's much better. There we go. Yeah, it really makes it pop. And then with that white underneath, I can even see where I've missed, or I need to get that color out of the little edges. Isn't that neat? I don't know why my thing is freezing a little bit, but it like seems my internet seems to be going in and out, and I do apologize. All right. But it just all of a sudden comes to life. It's so neat. Let me turn this just a little bit. I feel like I'm working on top of my head. My mom and my grandma would both say that. It's so cool. It just like really pops. I'm getting a little heavy-handed when I'm buffing it off. So I need to just be a little more gentle. And again, you guys, thank you so much for being here today with us. And hopefully you can stick around and watch the other creators today. They'll be over in the DIY Arts and Crafts room. So make sure you're over there, and you can always just hit that refresh and you'll be able to see the other crafters, other creators today. And if I don't get to finish this today or on this live, I will post a picture of the finished project. Okay. Look how cool that is, though, you guys. Oh my God, I need to get some right here. It's so neat. I really love how it's turning out. So now I can even flip this over. Oh, I wanted to show you before I have to go, I wanted to show you, I did get some lights, and I don't think I'm going to put, I don't think I'll put a backer on the back of this. I think what I'm going to do is, oh gosh, that looks so cool. I think I might just hang some lights in behind here so that it glows. Because I'll have this guy right here on here, and then look how cool that looks. I'm very excited about how this is going to turn out. What do you guys think about that? I just think that that warm light is so pretty. All right, let's flip this back over. And I'm going to finish. Now that I could see that outline, it's going to be a lot nicer to be able to paint in the lines. Put this aside. I think I want to get that one yellow, that saffron color, and give some more of that in here. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Like I said, this is the second part of the project. I started the first part and I actually reposted it again today so you guys could see it. But it is, I just did a video of, of doing the etching just because I knew I wouldn't be able to do all of it at the same time. And I think I'm going to grab that gold. And then come back in here. And just kind of fill in this whole area with that gold. Because I feel like once that light hits it on the back side, it's going to be absolutely just spectacular. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here and then I'm going to share Miss Elsa's live into the group. Thanks so much. Let me pop over here real quick. Hello. Thank you guys again so much for being here. And I go over to DIY Arts and Crafts to catch Elsa. And I will see you guys next time. This has been Terina with Create with Tree. That's me. Bye, everybody.